Welcome to Roving AI News Music segment. I am Carla Brown, and I am your host today. Today's story will tell you why we wear red and white on Valentine's Day given brother Anansi's adventures.
Anansi, the wily spider, had a hard time meeting a girl when he moved to Kingston from the country. After using Tinder for a few weeks, he still hadn't met anyone. But one day, while walking by the Bob Marley Museum, he saw a beautiful woman, Ms. Rose, and was immediately smitten. He asked her out on a date, and to his surprise, she agreed to go out with him on February 14th. Later that night, Anansi was stressing about his date, so he talked to his friend Brother Johnny, a well-known galist who could provide some advice. Brother Johnny told him to just cancel one of the dates, but Anansi wanted to prove that he was a bigger galist than that. He plotted to arrange to have 2 dates on the same day at the Terra Nova restaurant. Anansi made 2 reservations, one for the bar and the other for the main dining area. He even booked a room with 2 suits, one red and one white, to change between dates. But as the dates progressed, Anansi started to get confused about which outfit he had worn for each date. At one point, Anansi accidentally showed up to Ms. Rose's table wearing a mismatched outfit, and she started to laugh at him. Ms. Lala, his other date, heard the commotion and started to ask questions. Anansi knew the jig was up, so he quickly jumped into the hedges and got caught in a maca bush, which caused his cuts to leak his magical blood. The blood mixed with the red and white garments to create pretty flowers, which he named roses. Anansi realized that being a galist doesn't work and decided to be with Ms. Rose, who he eventually married because he named the pretty flowers after her. But before he could settle down, he had to explain his mistake to both Ms. Rose and Ms. Lala. Anansi, how could you do this to me? Ms. Rose asked when he told her about the double date. I'm sorry, my dear, Anansi replied. I got caught up in my own schemes and forgot what was really important. Ms. Lala was less forgiving. I can't believe you would do this to me, she said, her eyes flashing with anger. Anansi hung his head. I know I messed up, he said. But in my defense, you are both so lovely, and I didn't want to hurt anyone's feelings. In the end, Anansi learned that honesty is the best policy, and that love and relationships are not a game to be played. He decided to be with Ms. Rose, and they lived happily ever after, surrounded by the beautiful roses that had been named after her.
Please remember to like and subscribe. If there are other topics that you would like to see, please reach out. Thanks, and good night.